My name is Yudith Nieto. I originally come from Mexico. I live in the community of Manchester in Houston, Texas. I work with an organization called Texas Environmental Justice Advocacy Services. I'm a youth organizer and communications coordinator. What we're fighting for is for environmental justice in our communities in the east end of Houston, Texas, and really all around the world. We try to advocate for as many communities as we can that we connect with along the way.
Could you tell us what's going on in Houston, Texas?
Sure.
In your community, please.
So Manchester is a small community within the city of Houston. It's predominantly Latino, Mexican-American, of immigrant descent. A lot of the people there may or may not be undocumented. This community is completely surrounded by industry, from petrochemical industries, chemical industries, water treatment plants, and also metal recycling facilities.
What is the harm that you, as a community, are feeling?
So, really, all of Houston is considered the petrochemical capital of the world. And so there we witness a lot of contamination of our air, of our water, and of our soil. We see the effects not only within our health. Children that live within those kinds of communities next to the ship channel, which is one of the biggest ports in the US, they have a lot of different kinds of ailments, from cancers, leukemia, and even different respiratory issues and skin issues. We also have very little support from elected officials, as well as national officials and agencies. We have a short 3-minute video that shows an overview of what the community looks like, and this is the community I grew up in after immigrating to the US.
Aquí la mayoría, si se van preguntando en las casas, van a encontrar que hay mucha gente enferma. Pero ¿qué se puede hacer si somos un grupo minoritario que no podemos hacer nada? Y solamente tenemos que aguantar las cosas que pasan aquí. También tenemos la que muere Campos aquí enseguida, al otro lado del 610, que muere, y sobre todo los carros en los frenos contienen mucho asbesto, y todo eso al estar muriendo se están yendo en el aire, el polvo, y pues no se puede hacer nada, pero solamente estamos recibiendo todos esos químicos. Pero sí nos gustaría que nos compraran el lugar para irnos de aquí, para irnos a otro lugar más seguro. Es insoportable el aroma que dan las energías. ¿Y qué podemos hacer? Nomás aguantarnos.
Despite the constant presence of cancer-causing chemicals in this neighborhood's air, the EPA has taken no action to protect the people living here. The children living here are 56% more likely to develop leukemia than children living just 10 miles to the south. There is a direct connection between industrial emissions and the health of the communities surrounded by industrial facilities. One need only to hear the stories from people living in these communities to know that they are chronically ignored and unrepresented by regulating bodies. Manchester serves as an extreme example of the rampant industry and government abuses that disproportionately affect low-income communities of color.
The neighborhoods of Manchester, Magnolia, and other neighborhoods within the east end of Houston are living examples of environmental racism, because definitely we have the highest incidence of diesel emissions because of the heavy traffic that is going toward the ports. The actual presence of the port within the neighborhoods, which requires tons of emissions from all the vessels, maritime vessels and ships that come to the port, and the constant traffic of trains petrochemical industry or the freight industry, all of it combines to increase the presence of air contaminants and therefore makes our neighborhoods the most polluted neighborhoods in the United States.